Hi, good evening all, and welcome to another power event of Wiki HR Council. I am Ruby Chaudhary, your moderator for the day. I'm a professional social worker and a very proud Wiki HR Council member. So today we have gathered here for a very exciting event. The topic of the program is how to show visibility to the team leaders during your work from home. The pandemic has forced maximum forces of work to shift its pace to a work from home arrangement. The sudden change has caused quite dip in productivity and motivation to get things done. People who are working remotely misses their team bonding, face-to-face interactions that made working really fun. As a result, the ability to work and achieve one's maximum potential is duly hampered, and visibility is one of the most common challenge which we all are facing today. So in today's power session, we are going to get some tricks and hacks on how to show visibility to the team leaders during your work from home. And for this discussion, we have with us very dynamic and very experienced Mrs. Taninder Kaur. Taninder ma'am is an avid HR professional with over 18 years of work experience as India Learning and OD Manager, Regional HR Leader, Trainer, and Vehicle Launch Training Manager, having worked with different national and multinational organizations like Honeywell, Turbo, General Motors, Crompton, Jindal, and etc. Taninder ma'am has received various performance excellence awards, including the Greenfield Project Execution Award for flawless implementation of learning and development for vehicle launches in General Motors India. So I welcome you, ma'am, to the discussion.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for being part of Wiki.
Thank you so much, Ruby, for the introduction, and thank you, Vicky, for in fact having me here for the discussion and the talk.
Thank you. So to start with, I have a question which is very personal to me because I have had a very different kind of experience during work from home. So does your team leader, when you mark your team leader in all the mails and message him or her about every little thing you do, does it enhance the visibility during work from home, or does it seem irritating for a team leader point of view?
Very well said, in fact, a good, tricky question, the first question, in fact. Um, it actually has two parts. You see, one is the visibility of a team member, and second is the irritability of team leader. Now, before I can answer this straight away, it reminds me of the year 2004 when my then manager he used to keep on telling us, in the team that the biggest task before anything else for any manager is to make himself dispensable. And in fact, this indirectly answers your question that the the employees are there who will find themselves like they want to make an impression in front of their leaders, or who do really want to have something, some kind of a so-called visibility, as the leaders are also expecting a lot of time. So I somehow feel that this kind of a trend of marking a CC or the copies of our little work or good work or absolutely high level work which we have been doing, marking a CC to our leaders like that only. And in the meanwhile, I'll also say that leaders they don't in fact require a copy at all. In fact, because unless and until your work is so critical and important that it has to have an impact on your work, then only you need to make a copy to your leader. Otherwise, it's not required. And secondly, the leader will never feel irritated if he's marked the copy, because in any ways he's the biggest supporter for you, and in fact he will be the person who will be your savior when you will be in some kind of a trouble in a team. So his team's visibility will be his visibility overall. So I think that cannot be underestimated.
Okay.
I hope that question your
Yeah.
answers your question. Yeah.
So I asked this question because we all are working from home. So
Yeah.
when we don't mark each and everything, when we don't tell team leader everything, they feel that we are chilling at home and having a good time and having parties. But on the other hand, work from home is making life more busy than ever.
Absolutely. For everyone.
So my another question is, does visibility of a leader really impact work of his team?
Yes, absolutely. Because, whether it is at work or off work, a leader is a leader.
Hmm.
And the leadership visibility can be achieved through various ways. Whether, you adopt a structured methodology for it, through the systems and procedures which you already have set in the organization, or through some kind of creativity which perhaps the leader would have thought, okay, let's come up with some creative idea to increase my visibility or my team's visibility. So it really makes a great impact because his work will have a direct implication on the work impact of his team. So it really does have a greater impact. The more the visibility, the greater the impact.
Okay. And what's the visibility quotient of a leader, according to you?
See, a visibility quotient is basically, you cannot say that it was not existing earlier. Of course, it was there, but now we have tagged it like, a visibility quotient. VQ basically is nothing but it's a measurable or quantitable, additional contributions which a leader makes to achieve the targets or the objectives of his team, the organization, overall organization. So wherever he is able to make an impact through his contributions, which are above and beyond the expectations of a leader's basic task, they are all contributing to his visibility quotient. Like any effort, your own efforts which you are making towards achievement of those goals. So the more the impact you are making, it will be through the influence as well. Like a quotient, a visibility quotient, and your leader's influence will add up to the overall impact.
Okay. And how can a two-way dialogue be promoted between manager and employees during these work from home? See, professionally, we obviously coordinate with them, have discussions with them, but a two-way dialogue in a more, casual manner, which used to happen when we were working from offices, but now the scenario is completely different. So, how to promote that in this scenario?
See, this visibility thing is something like I have spoken to a couple of other organizations also, wherein the visibility was very much introduced, into the employee engagement programs and all. But now that kind of a two-way dialogue is somehow missing because they are, the employee doesn't want to come on video. That's the first pointer. So what he tries to feel is that no, if I'm working from home, I have the liberty to be in my own comfort zone. I cannot be out. But yes, town halls are something which already were in the picture. There were skip meetings. There were, meetings wherein one-on-one used to take place. In a lot of organizations, they already have scheduled programs for these kind of meetings. And the CEOs take very good initiative to, trigger some kind of very important questions among the employees and answer them as well. So I think the people really need to have that more often as compared to what they used to have earlier. Like just for an example, one of the organizations wherein I had worked earlier, they used to have every month they will have one or two skip meetings. But I think the scenario now has changed so much and so much volatile the organization itself is, including the markets, that we should take care of these uncertainties in a much better way than having skip meetings, not just for employee talking about the achievement of targets, but also talking the leader talking about, so how did your day worked out? So how did you achieve this? And if you missed it, so what was the reason? The leader has to be known enough about the personal things going on, at the employee end. Like, have someone suffered COVID, or is there somebody who has not been keeping well for some other reason? Are there elders along? Because there are a lot of people who have, in fact, I'll say they have transferred themselves from those locations where they used to be and have shifted their base and stations to the hometowns. So for them, it's a challenge. They
Hmm.
have to be with the parents. A lot of other people are around. A lot of kids are
Hmm.
around who can pop in any point of time. And they can say that okay, give me picture as well. Somebody is on video calling a lot of times in the seat. So leaders have to have a acceptance of all of that now. Earlier, that was not possible because you used to have, that conditioned environment used to be there, wherein you can manage the surroundings. You can have a boardroom locked and a manager talking to you one to one, or town halls going on with a lot of people around, and then the person can talk directly. So here, the more visibility of a leader itself will come through these kind of engagements, where you are giving an opportunity to the employee to talk a lot about yourself, rather
Hmm.
than leader doing the talking.
Hmm.
So I hope I'm
Yes, yes, you have answered it really well. And to follow to that answer, because this is a very difficult time for all of us, and this has taken a toll on the mental health of the people.
yes,
Because
yes,
obviously the pandemic, the salary cuts, the fear of losing the job,
absolutely.
working with the family environment. So, how can a leader look out for signs of distress for his employees in this work from home scenario?
A very well placed question. See, Ruby, here I'll give a quick, overview of there has to be some kind of a knowledge of, with the leader itself about the change curve. Here, the leader has to be really aware of that where my employee is in the curve of stress or in the curve of change, where my person is getting into. Is he into denial? Is he saying that I'm frustrated? So basically, he has to take clues from the kind of one-to-one discussion when he has. You have to understand the psyche there. And I'll say there will be a lot of anger, there will be fear, there will be not an expectation from the leader also with the employee. In fact, the employee may say that no sir, I don't want anything from you now. This is enough, whatever you have done for me. I Whatever I have, I will be able to do things using those things itself. The logistics is fine, everything is fine. I think somehow something is going wrong in me. So there certainly you have a pointer, a virtual pointer of distress, where we cannot say or deny that the manager or a leader will have to keep an eye, a watchful eye on the employee every other day, and will have to listen more and more and support the employee, and especially, and you won't find many or all the employees doing the same thing. There will be one or two who will be suffering more because of some or the other personal level issues they will be having. So I think the pointer where a person is going into depression, where he's not ready to talk, where he's not ready to come live on the SIP meeting or one-on-one discussion he doesn't want to have. Probably these will be a very important triggers for a leader to take ahead and talk with his own leader, in fact. Because as I had said just a couple of minutes back, that skip meetings are also there. The skip meetings are the ones wherein you skip your manager and the employee is made to meet your senior leader, wherein the manager's manager will be with you for talk. So there certainly a lot of things can be pointed out, whether a manager is lagging somewhere and the employee is getting into depression or distress or whatever. So that kind of a thing can be done there, and of course we do have to have, and people are doing efforts on that, to have psychologists and counselors on board for contract or something, wherein a lot of companies can do that as well.
Hmm. Very well answered, ma'am. So, this is like the team leader is one part of it. I think an organization as a whole needs to work on this issue because they have to, restructure their values. Because earlier it was a different scenario and now it's completely different. So it's more important to take care of their employees than any time it was important
Yes,
earlier.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So while we discuss about other aspects of creating visibility as a leader, how about the ways of reinforcing organizational values with a world go remote?
See, organizational values are the ones which are the base of any organization. They are, yes, they are restructured as per the scenario or as per the challenging times. There we really need to take care of one important thing that, like when we are in a workplace, we find, corporate values, these are vision, shared visions. They are all, skated all around your rooms, the
Hmm.
boardrooms, the corridors, the cafeterias. Everything is filled up of all those values, shared vision, mission, and stuff like that. Values and all. Now, what we have to do basically is that whenever we are, I mean, this is what my thought is certainly here, because I haven't seen that yet. This is a very rightly asked questions from your side, because this, in fact, is required whenever we have a meeting with any employee. A leader must ensure that the meeting start has to have a shared screen wherein they can have the values written on the screen. The first screen would be there, and there could be a common screen at the background also which talks about the vision or mission of an organization, because here there is no other way out. The laptop is the office, and
Right.
you and your background could be the serving areas where which you can little spoke about, or you can just think of it. Okay, fine, this person is there, this person is there whenever you are having a group meeting. So
Mhm.
perhaps this will really add on a value. I mean, the person will be able to grab to it and will keep recollecting this. Yes, when I used to go through this corridor, I used to find a similar kind of a screen out there, and and that kind of recollection will make him or her connected to the organization. The belongingness between the organization and the employee will, it will carry on like it was earlier.
Right. I think that's a great hack because we
Yeah, but apart from that, there is another thing. I just have thought about it, that there are a lot of learning programs which keep happening in the
Hmm.
organizations.
Hmm.
The organization overall, I mean, the strategic level team has to decide on that they can have some kind of engagement activity within the organizations with the leaders also as employees, doing some kind of fishbowl activity wherein they really need to uh, create some kind of gaming or something which can trigger them, and they keep them recollecting about what those values were, so that they can keep on that and they can have a pointer or a scaling done based on how the employee performed in, and of course that has to be done with the leader, of course.
Of course. Okay. Okay. So now a hack which I want to know from an employee's perspective. अगर उनको दिखाना है कि वो बहुत काम कर रहे हैं घर पे भी बैठ के, so what according to you is a hack or trick or cheat sheet that an employee can use?
See, a cheat sheet is something which basically, everybody is doing. I of course, I feel that that is being used by everyone now. But uh, uh, to be very precise, the manager knows all, because he himself is doing it. Because he
Right.
himself is doing it, and there are a lot of employees who will say that sir बस 2 मिनट बाकी था और मैं रुकने ही वाला था but मेरा network off हो गया,
Hmm.
and the person doesn't want to get into something. Perhaps I feel that the person has to be as open as possible, with the manager, and that cheat sheet shouldn't be the goal, in fact, between both of them, the manager as well as the person. The only thing is that In fact, I recommend that a lot of video sessions should be there among between the manager and the teams. But there are a lot of chances wherein if a person is not well or he is off from his house and somewhere else, maybe attending any other issues of his family or something, or even doing his marketing, grocery marketing or something like that. Even that time also, if he can be on the call, that is the only way the cheat sheet can work out. Otherwise, I don't think that there is a lot of scope of that now.
Okay, I hope it has helped people who are listening here. Now, my next question is, how has the focus now changed on the outputs and not processes? While when we were working in the offices, the process was everything.
Yes, in fact, there have been, cases wherein I have felt that people are very much into the processes, and now since the manufacturing is not so much into the core, and people are able to, get out of it. There have been cases wherein I have felt people are trying to skip certain processes, but I somehow feel that there are certain processes which really need to be followed very strictly, stringently. The SOPs certainly, uh, wherein we cannot make compromises. Whereas there are certain procedures in the organization which have a lot of human interface, where machines and a lot of online stuff or technology is not required. So there, the procedures need not to work that very stringently, and the human interface where it is more, you can have a lot of focus on directly the output rather than mingling with the procedures. Like just for example, if someone wants to have something being supplied from the supplier, and you have to have that SOP followed through the system, you really need to go through the SOP. You cannot skip that, because unless and until you are doing it, you cannot get the item for the for the plant or for the manufacturing setup. But whereas in cases wherein you want to hire an employee, and you have your own set of rules, that yes, you can go as per the plan, you can either go directly through video call, or whether through your personal login also, if you want to take care of it. If that is also acceptable, then that can certainly be taken care of, and you need not to be directly putting a lot of effort. Oh my god, my system didn't work, my my office call was not getting connected. So there you have a lot of scope where you can skip your official laptop, your office phone, and personally get connected with the employee, and you can skip a lot of procedures there. But of course the output will be there, that you have hired the employee whom you wanted to.
Okay, thank you. So before going on to my last question about tricks, so we have a question from Somesh. How do you deal with the baby bombers as the manager who would not accept it?
See, basically, the managers who would, the managers who would not accept it, they are like, yes, of course, they anything who the people who are very aggressive. These are the people who are really wanting to be, there itself, and they want all the attention. They don't want any kind of, the cheat sheets. They want them to be present, and they want their people to be present there. They don't want to understand anything. They just want their task to be done. As what the previous question we were saying, procedures are not cost. But here, the baby bloomers are the ones who are really on the point. They just can't understand why the other person is not performing. So here, I'll say that here you have to have one very critical thing into picture, that since this pandemic is there, the people who are the top managers, they need to understand that this can happen to anybody, And since this is a COVID scenario, we have to accept some kind of a leniency has to be given to the people. You cannot have them saying that नहीं अजी आपने तो अभी करना था आपने अभी क्यों नहीं किया. So if you say that 10 बज के 10 मिनट में you have to come and you have to submit this sheet and the person if takes 10 12, this person is going to yeah यार तुम तो बड़ी अजीब निकली तुमने प्रॉमिस ऐसा किया था but you didn't do it. So but that is not the case. You have to have there are certain roles which a leader has to adopt in this scenario. The first need which he has to cater to is that he has to take care of the mental needs of the employee, his team. Second is the physical need of the employee. The third thing is that the person has to have all the the physically, if the person is not present you have to give them that kind of scope that okay, theek hai. If that was not possible we can take it ahead through some other platform or something, but we will get it done. You cannot tell them that this was not achieved because of something else, or the need is not met, you are not doing it correctly, or the relationship needs which are there required at first for any employee to take care of between the leader and the team, that has to be very much firm. And I think the organization need to call on to that rather than manager himself deciding that let me think of something creative there, because the values have to come directly from top to bottom like that.
Okay, so we have another quick question. How do you see the virtual platform scenario after the normalcy has achieved?
It is very much going to be there for some time, because normalcy will come not all of a sudden. It will take some time. It will we'll have to know if the people or scientists are saying that it will take 6 months to normalize, but the world will not get rid of the virtual platform so easily. Kids, managers, everybody, the all generation people, even the old people are very much into that practice of using, the systems, including the birthday parties. If you see, or any meetings which are happening, they all enjoy because they are able to see it virtually, and with the kind of bandwidth which we now get through the high technology, all that crashing around. I think that is going to really remain for a longer time, and people are really going to enjoy it. And this will keep on happening, just like the old video conferencing which used to take place for hiring the employees. So perhaps it's going to be a longer time, taking a longer time.
And I think once we become normal, we are going to miss this time.
Yes.
ऊपर शर्ट पहन लो, नीचे पजामा पहन के मीटिंग करने का तो अलग.
Absolutely. I was just about to say that when we are attending a meeting, there has been a lot of memes going on, having a
Right.
sari waved up, and whatever you're wearing down, it's fine. Whether you're having a coat shirt on and maybe the pajamas are fine. You don't even need shoes or slippers when you are at home and attending a very high technology or official meetings, town halls, and everybody is doing it and enjoying it.
That is true. So we are done for the session. Any last comment, ma'am?
I will say that the managers, in fact, in this virtual environment, really need to accept it, and sooner they accept, the better it is for them to make an impact. Have as many as meetings and talks with your employees. It's going to really bring a lasting impact on your relationships with the people, because the more you know the person personally, every team member whom you are having, if you know them personally, their values, their own cultural values, that will be wonderful for them, to take it forward. The relationship will last a longer time, and the organization will, in fact, be, the very happiest place to work on. And the person who has not left the organization in this pandemic may last longer, maybe 5 to 6 years down the line, he won't be leaving the organization because of this manager who took
Right.
care of the mental, physical, and the relationship needs of the employee so very well during this time.
Right, right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I had a very good time today. I'm
Thank you so
sure
much.
viewing this, they had the same kind of experience which I had with you. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope that you continue to be part of Wiki HR Council. Thank you so
I
much.
will love to do that. Please convey my thanks to all the people who are there back end working, and special thanks to you, Ruchi, who
Thank you.
actually put me through. And I wish Vicky a very, very, very best things to happening to happen in the long run. And
Right.
thank you so much for having me here again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.